In 1665, the University of Cambridge closed. It closed because of the bubonic plague. Isaac Newton had to go back to his farmhouse, and he used that time to work. He used it to do really, really significant work. He ended up coming up with differential calculus and the theory of gravity. If the bubonic plague had not hit, and if the University of Cambridge had not closed, that work might have never come from Isaac Newton. It might have been delayed. And is that really that different from what's happening right now in 2020 with this great social distancing project that's coming up because of the COVID-19 virus? Is what's happening to us horrible, horrific, tragic? Sure, on one level it is, but the question is, what can we as individuals do about this, right? There was a time in 2008 when I had to act. We had a great recession in this country, and at that time I found myself unemployed. My wife and I used that time to start a new business. It was called Ocean House Media, and we were launching apps. We did our first app in 58 days. 3 years later, that company was ranked 114th on the fastest growing private companies in the United States. If that recession had never hit, if that unemployment opportunity had never hit, we wouldn't have that business, we wouldn't have employed people, and we wouldn't have changed the lives of millions of people with those apps. And is that really any different than what's happening right now? We have an opportunity in this isolation, in this social distancing, in this great experiment to sit down and do that deep work that Cal Newport talks about. Cal says, unless we take the time to really close off the rest of the world, we can't do that deep, important work that needs to be done. Let me give you another really quick example. Bill Gates is oftentimes asked, to what does he credit the success of Microsoft? And he really credits it to one thing, and that one thing is what he called Think Week. And during Think Week, Bill would take 1 week of every year with all of his materials, all of his papers, and he would sit in silence talking to no one and basically do the strategic thinking for the vision of Microsoft for the next year. So now, really simple. We collectively have an opportunity. What is it that you're going to do with this time? The social distancing of 2020 might end up being 2 weeks, 4 weeks. This could last 8 weeks, folks. If this is 8 weeks, are you going to spend your time on social media? Are you going to spend your time obsessed with the news? Or are you going to take this time to say, you know what? I'm going to get that project done. I'm going to start that new business. I'm going to write that book. I really would like to hear from you. Write in the comments down underneath. Tell me what it is that you're going to do. If you already know what you're going to do or you have other ideas of what other people should do, write those. Let's start a conversation. Let's see if we can empower one another. Let's see what we can do to make this situation better and leave this world better than when this emergency virus hit. Let's use this to our advantage. Please stay safe. Please maintain the social distancing, and let's turn this crisis into an opportunity. All right. Thanks, everyone. Let's get it done.